Hello, ladies and gentlemen, Captain Shack here, and welcome to Surviving Mars, a great city management sim title that I'm really having a lot of fun with. We've been streaming it over on Twitch earlier this afternoon. Figured I'd jump on and we'll run through what this game has to offer and what it's like. I'm loving it. It's another Paradox, fantastic strategy title. Let's go to the easy start, though. We're just gonna jump in and talk about how this works and what the particulars are with it, because it's definitely different than any of the other, let's build a colony on Mars sims that seem to be getting more and more popular. So our mission objective is to prepare, Mars for colonization at the beginning of the game using a bunch of automated droids. Now, once we get the bare bones basics up and running and we get one of those bubble domes online, we'll be able to bring human beings to Mars. Now, first thing we can do is we can choose where we want to land. They've already scanned a sector for us way in the top left-hand corner, sector B8. Now, this is a randomized map, even in what I would kind of call the tutorial, but not really, as it's not great at explaining things. You've really got to figure it out on your own. I will take you through some of the basics. So this one square, which has already been scanned, has 138 metal inside it, a lot of water, and a bunch of concrete. It should be enough to get us at least bare bones started. We can use our orbital probes to get some scanning data of these sectors nearby, so we'll go ahead and do that. Looks like we found a little bit of some underground metals, some normal metals. We've got some more water up there. Why don't we do some farther away stuff? Nope, can't do that. Okay, so we've used all of our probes. We found some supplies. We'll go ahead and click these sectors, and we're saying, hey, I want to start scanning these sectors as we continue to build up our area. So let's zoom in on the sector we're gonna be building in. I will go ahead and take the default one that they've given us, and let's land the Trust 1, I guess is our ship name. The payload of this shuttle, and we'll be able to order in more shuttles and more supplies as we need them, is gonna have some rovers, some drones, a drone hub, moisture evaporator. Those are prefab structures. I'll talk about what those are in just a second. Let's go ahead and land kind of in the middle of everything, but a little bit farther south, giving us some space to build in. So we don't want to put our shuttle over our clay or our, concrete deposits, I believe. So we're gonna put them nearby. The blue circular area you see around this is the droid control center, meaning that's where your drones can operate in automatically without you having to micromanage the crap out of them. So here comes our ship coming in for a landing. I like that it has windows, even though there's nothing but robots on board and materials to construct with. You can really zoom in on this, and I dig it. I really dig it. So here comes our 3 trucks. Some more motivated than others. So the 3 remote control vehicles that you get, the 3 rovers, you get one that is a droid control rover. Oh my goodness, go away. Tutorial helps at the beginning and then it kind of just drops. There's all of our little drones. They're adorable. We're gonna make this guy a special one. It recolors the whole group. Oh, interesting. All right, so this first guy, this is RC Rover 1. This guy is our drone control rover, and if I tell him to move, the first thing that he'll do is load up all the droids, or rovers, we get drones, up into the truck. They'll actually be able to recharge with this truck, and they'll be able to operate within a certain area around it. So when I click him, we're gonna tell him, I want you to operate, let's just tell him over here for a second. He'll move out there, and they'll stay around him, and they'll do whatever I tell them. The second remote control truck, the RC Transport, does exactly what you think it does. It will load up supplies and allow us to move them. We can manually do this. So say, I want a bunch of minerals. Go get me some of these metal deposits that are sitting on the ground, on the surface. Bring you guys over here, tell you to come on over and stop. We're gonna give you guys orders to go ahead and pick that up. I'm gonna give you orders to go ahead and drop off your people. Not right sure where they're going. There you go, he's deployed. And they all should get to work. I don't know why he decided to park on top of it, but you get what they're doing. So he's gonna sit there and say, all right, I want you drones, pick up those supplies, and I want you to load them into the truck. And they'll start mining and scooping it all up and actually loading it into the back of this. And we can tell that truck once he's full to come on back to base and drop those supplies off at, we need to actually designate a place. So storage, universal depot, there's custom ones for particulars. We'll do the universal depot. Go ahead and bring those supplies over here right next to our landing position, and we'll just leave them there. The last explorer is the, Explorer. We'll send him out to, here we go. one of the locations. We've got an anomaly of some kind there, telling him to go out and explore. Now, every vehicle you're using, and I like this system a lot, actually has a battery power amount. So as I tell him to go do stuff, I have to remember he only has so much battery. Now, all of this stuff can be connected to each other. So I can tell the transport truck that's loading up metal right now, I can tell him to go over and help like recharge the truck to get it back to base if it runs out of power, which was a thing that kind of happened on stream. It's like, oh, what happened to my exploration rover? Well, it ran out of power. Let's get to building some stuff now that we've got our universal supply point and they're starting to unload the ship. Let's build our first power structure. So we'll go for let's go for a large solar power plant. And because this is the tutorial, they gave us some prefab structures. They gave us a Stirling generator, and we'll build one of these. We'll build one of those later. Basically, it's this like egg structure that can open up and can produce a lot of power fairly cheaply, but it does require polymers as maintenance. If you open it, sand can get in inside of it if there's storms or just over time, and can require repairs. So you can keep it closed and it'll just generate power for you. We'll build one of those later. What right now we'll build is a we'll build the solar plant, and we'll build the Tabby just came in and waved at me. Hello. Yes, please. So we'll go ahead and build we need concrete to build almost every structure. It's one of the basic resources we don't actually have a lot of. So why don't we go ahead and get one of those concrete mining facilities online? Life support, production. We want concrete extractor. Using the middle mouse button, you can actually rotate these. And if you notice on the menu on the right-hand side, depending on where you want to put this, actually changes how much available resources that you'll be able to access. So it looks like about 347, 349. Yeah, 340, 357, 356, 369. That looks like the sweet spot right there. 364. 382, that's the sweet spot. 384. All right, we're gonna put you, really, way back there? There isn't a better location than that? Doesn't look like it. There was a 90, 399. 400, boom. All right, we'll put it right there. Access to as much of this deposit as possible. So we're gonna get that constructed. And we'll have to tie the power together here. Did we already build this? What if I delete this? Oh, it just leaves the resources there. Nice. What I would rather do is put the energy generation nearby this. So try to build this a little bit smarter than my last one. We'll put a solar generator back here. Now, depending on your altitude, your solar generation will only charge during the day, obviously. But if you can put down some wind generators, they'll actually produce more, and they'll produce it more often. You don't have to wait for daylight to come. But they will break down, and they will also they won't always make the
odd composition of the debris collected from the anomaly site has proven to be an uncrackable riddle for our science team.
These are all agreeing that the materials discovered at the anomaly site could not originate on Mars, but they are also in agreement that they are not the remains of a meteorite or a contaminant introduced from our rockets. For now, it looks like the origin of the debris will remain a mystery. As wise men throughout history said more than once, the more we know, the more we realize we don't know. A genuine application is available on Earth. Effect. Nothing like a good puzzle. All right, so we did find some stuff with our exploration vehicle that went out and found that random anomaly. Interesting. So we'll send him up there. How are you doing on power? You're doing fine. Let's speed up time a bit. Get our droids working. Hopefully we can get this built quickly. It's gonna take 2 machine parts and 1 more metal. Let's bring our metal back to base. And we're gonna order our truck to unload those resources on our universal supply point. So you can actually see it filling up. This reminds me of Stronghold. Have you ever played that strategy game where you could actually see your resources and you had that stockpile? I always loved that. I always loved that. All right, go ahead and help them out. All right, start filling up the truck. And he can actually pick up resources from these just by right-clicking on them. So go ahead, guys. Let's turn down the speed so we're not going through all of our supplies too quickly. How are we doing on supplies? We're hurting on power. Well, power generation is Though it works, it is nighttime now, so of course we're going to be hurting on power. Let's go ahead and build, go to power, go to power cables, and actually run the power cables to this structure. I'm not going to run them down this way because I want to build another structure over here. I want to build a power accumulator. This is exactly what it sounds like. It's a capacitor that will store power for us. And we're going to want to build a bit more power generation, so let's build another solar power plant. Now, when I was playing this on stream, build one right here, I actually was up in a much higher elevation. So when I was using my wind turbines, if you look at the right-hand side, you'll see elevation boost. It's only 9%. It was 45% in my other game, so that's something to keep in mind when you're doing it. There's our solar power coming up. Is now operational, and that should be giving us power. Is it enough to run everything? No. Hourly production is 5. We're using a total of how much power? We have 0 surplus. We need to get this other power plant online. And we'll build one of our Stirling generators and tie it to the grid. We can put it right here. It should be fine. These are our prefab structures. They won't take any resources. They just need to be deployed. And hopefully this will come online because this is a, what do they call it? A concrete depot, or not depot, mining facility. We're gonna want a concrete depot so we can actually store all this extra concrete that we're gonna start mining. We definitely wanna start pumping this out because we need it for about everything else. We have 42 minerals now, 0 concrete, no food or rare minerals coming in. It's another concrete deposit, not so worried about that. If you would go ahead and mine this would be fantastic. Oh, he's got to stop moving first. There you go. Help him out. There's a recall drone button. I just noticed that. And you can salvage it for a refund. Kind of cool. How you doing up here? You about halfway on your power? All right, go over here and start mining that. And let's pick a research topic. Now, I don't think I've talked about this yet, but the research tree, it's one of the things you're going to want to do when you first start out. Go down to the bottom here, click research, and you can choose which path you want to go down. I think either these are changed based on who your commander is, or maybe they've got a little randomization element to them, because I know in the last game I played, I actually had a speed bonus to all my robotics, but we'll go ahead and take new building, Polymer Factory. Produces polymers from water and fuel. Okay, kind of like that. Water reclamation. Let's do Polymer Factory. Or do we want this one? Plus 10 performance when working in their specialty for engineers and geologists. We don't have any human beings yet. So let's, yeah, we'll go with the Polymer Factory. Mess around with that. And I can queue these up too. If you don't want to have to keep coming in here, you can be like, all right, I want this and this and that, and then go this way. And there you go. There's our next research queue. And look at the research tree. I didn't even know this scrolled over until just now. That's crazy. One of the things we can build also is a drone hub to expand our working area. I'm gonna wait on that until we decide exactly where we wanna put down our first and probably most important structure. Oh, she's working now. How you doing on power? Yep, it's working. It's actually starting to mine the concrete. Fantastic. And it should put the final product, I guess, back here? I don't think I've ever actually paid that much attention. All right, construction is on the way. We'll bump this up so it's moving a little bit faster. What are you guys doing? Why aren't you helping mine that last bit of resource? Let's finish this up so we have a little extra metal just ready to go. You guys are good? Load that up too, because they decided to put it all there. And I think we've got enough space for the metal in the stockpile. Well, let's see if it'll row up the next bit. So what do we want to build next? Well, what's the status on this? Still waiting on the concrete, which is being produced. Why don't we pick up a drone? We could pick up a drone one. There's the Polymer Factory. I kind of want to get people on here pretty quickly. And the way that you do that is that you pick up the domes. Domes are how you get more human beings on here, but if you want to mine stuff, what is this? Is surface resource? It's too early to place a dome. Waste rock. Oh yeah, we gotta get the waste rock. As you start to mine, and as you start to just about do anything in this, you're gonna start making waste rock. So you've gotta dictate where you want them to put all the waste at. So storage, dumping site. We can make the dumping site like back here if we want to. So build that, put a couple of them down so we don't have to mess with it later. So there's our little dumping area. We can start stacking all that jazz up there. Let's start producing How are we doing on power? Stored power is at 75. Let's start producing the other resources we need, like water. Probably a good idea. So we'll grab up our command ship here, the RC Rover. Come with me, load up all your stuff, and I want you to head out to where the water supply is. I don't think... Oh, we got a water supply right here, actually. Yeah, come on over here. You can help construct this. And we're gonna build... We're gonna pick up... What? Moisture evaporators. Nope, we're gonna do water extraction. No cable connections. Well, we'll put one in. Plop you down. They're gonna go get the resources necessary and start helping build that. I'm thinking I want to put down a little bit more power generation, and so what we'll use is we'll use one of these Stirling generators over here. Spread them out a bit. Eventually we'll have like a whole power grid running everywhere, but we'll build that. Let's get a storage facility for our water, which is gonna take, where is that located? There we go, water tower. We'll pop that right here. Speed up a little bit. They're also telling us to build a sensor tower. Now, one of the things and reasons it tells you to build a sensor tower is because it'll actually help you see incoming disasters before they happen, which is kind of cool. I'm interested in knowing what kind of disasters they've actually got. So sensor tower, we'll put you near all of our power generation right now. So we'll pop you right over here, I think. Now, when I was talking about you can open these, that's how you open it. There's a little button right here. Open and close. Instantly, you're producing 20 power? Seriously? Holy crap. Absolutely unnecessary, so we'll go ahead and close it back up because we should be sitting at, yeah, store at 165 power now, so ton of power. We will go ahead and build up our power supply. We're gonna need a power cable running to this device here. There we go. So now that'll be online. That's doing its job. Our supplies they're unable to drop these supplies off, it looks like. It looks like it's full. One of the things that we can do is just build another storage facility, except for this time we'll build one for nothing but metal depot. So pop you right there. And you, go ahead and unload. There it goes. So we've got our metal supply ready to go. Even got more metal here if we want to click some more. And now we need to start wiring all of this stuff up so we can start pulling in water, storing it, and then we need to make an oxygen producing facility. So we'll have our water, our oxygen, we can start producing food once we get our dome online. So you get these like this whole chain of events. Once you get the dome, then you can get people out here. It's actually pretty freaking cool. Let's do some, let's do the power cables first. So keeping it simple. There we go. That should be powered up. Let's build the, if we go to, where's the pipes?
Found.
Pipes, there we go. There's even a pipe valve if you want to shut stuff down. Pipes have to be connected to certain points, but as soon as you put them in, you can actually see the pipes connecting up. I like that. You can also move, I wasn't sure about this when I first tried it, but you can move water and oxygen through the same pipes. You don't have to make like two different sets. Let's go ahead and get our RC Explorer running around out here. What's this? You're getting a little low on power. Why don't you RTB back to base? So he's low on power. I could actually right-click one of these power conduits and he'll charge there. And why don't we have you top up as well? Now, because this area is so important, I may go ahead and put another power connection capacitor up here. That's what I was thinking of. Capacitor is the word. Another accumulator. Probably not a bad idea, just so we can store the extra power. It's gonna cost us some more polymers, and as we start running out of resources that we can't make, like polymers, we're gonna have to call some in from
Sector
Earth
scanned.
until we can start being a little bit more self-sufficient. And I know my big goal in this is I wanna be self-sufficient from Earth. I wanna be able to produce everything I need. But that's a long ways to just getting started. Sector scan, we got another sector scan. Now, one of the nice things about having that radio tower is that it'll actually speed up how quickly you scan areas around. You can boost the scanning speed. And you can change the priority for what the priority is for them to repair this, it looks like. That's cool. Because you'll actually notice as we play this, these structures will start getting red and dusty. Yep. And they've started to move over the trash from all of our operations that are currently going on. So not bad, not bad. Pipes will be coming online soon. Looks like power is already running to the water production facility. I would really like these to hurry up and scan. Speed up time a bit. So we can see if there's any resources that we want to start taking advantage of. Because this, yeah, this is metal deposits, but there's resources like rich metals, rare metals that I'd like to take advantage of if we can find some. And the rare metals actually require to be near a dome. If you wanna mine that, you've got to be near a dome to do so. Wow, you're way down there. Exploration vehicle, you're going on a mission, my friend. Head on out there. You're already scanning. Yeah, let's go ahead and start scanning this stuff up too. See if we can find some more useful resources. Air production, we gotta put down a Moxie. So if we wanna build a base with human beings living on it, we're gonna need a Moxie, which is a oxygen generator. Fairly easy to set up. We'll plop one down right over here near the power or the water tanks, and we'll hook it up to the cable system. Pipes. There we go. I'll take them a hot second to build. They'll get to it when they get to it. They're actually taking the metals that I need straight from these resource points. That's cool. Instead of going all the way over here and taking them from the supply point. I can dig that. That's pretty cool. So I'm guessing if you want to like build something pretty far away, you're gonna have to truck those resources. Meaning you're gonna probably want to go to your resupply ship and actually call in those extra resources. Like I can call in a cargo rocket right now. Can't call any prefab buildings, can I? I totally can. Whoa, nice. Produces polymers from water and fuel. Fuel refinery produces fuel from water. Oh, that's how we get fuel. It's just straight up like hydrogen. I didn't know that. I was a little curious on how we were supposed to get fuel. Moisture evaporators. I think that's just converting what? Power into water? Produces production lowered when placed near other evaporators. No production during dust storms. Haven't had any dust storms come through yet. Pretty cool. We've got 4 out of 5 rockets available. We can send them back and forth. Let's go ahead and pull in a fuel refinery. I'd like to get one of these. I'd also like to get a couple of moisture evaporators as well, if we can pull that off. At the same time, does a drone hub come with drones? I don't think it does, because I think we actually have to call those in, meaning we'd want to bring in a bunch of drones like so. So let's bring in like 10 drones. We can build, let's bring in like 15 drones to get a bunch done. Now let's bring in a bunch of polymers. Like 50 polymers, and like 20 of those, 10 of those, and everything else we can produce ourselves at the moment. Any other prefab buildings? I kind of want to mess with these prefab buildings now. Machine Parts Factory produces machine parts from metals. Oh, can't actually bring those in. We can bring in more Sterling generators, just $400 million. You know, it's no big deal. And we're bringing another drone hub. Why not? So we got 3,000 kilograms left. Why don't we bring in some more drones? We can Perseverance 1. I can rename it if I want to. So we'll call it the Armco 1. Launch. He's on his way. You can actually see the percentage down there letting you know how long it's gonna take until that ship arrives. How we doing on resources for you? Just metals that you need and you're already trucking them over here? And you can actually see this drone ran out of power, so he just recharged on the back little hookup section of this here command ship. Pretty cool, it's pretty cool. How are you doing on power? As this fills with power, it actually rises. Oh, that's cool. So if we want to really make it rise fast, deploy. Let's see if that's actually how it works. Yep, there it goes. It just had to tick over. All right, let's close you because we don't want to be wasting the material to repair that thing. One of your buildings is not working. What building is that? Why aren't you? Oh, because you're not tied to the power grid right now. That's why you're not working. So let's grab up the power cables. I think I could run this underneath, can I? Yeah, totally can. And are you getting power too? Oh, generator or water tank? I don't
Sector scanned.
know if you even need power. We're gonna run some cables to it anyways. I don't think it needs power though. Let's see, stored water 52, excellent. We scanned another sector, let's see what we found. Some more metal, concrete. Almost used up all the metal in this sector. We've only got 41 left. We still got underground metals here. But the grade quality is low. Ugh. All right. I was really hoping to find some other resources to take advantage of. Maybe this mountain range will have other resources for us, because I would like to get the base operational. But I guess worst scenario, we'll go ahead and just build our first
Research complete.
biolab
Anomaly
now.
analyzed.
I think we're doing okay. We could probably set one up over here, take advantage of the mine. How about right here? That's our first dome. So it's our first Mars city. That's gonna be a lot of resources to build it though. We need a lot of concrete. We actually may have enough. Let's see, total concrete currently is 30. This thing is gonna take a concrete level of 80, so that's gonna take a little bit. But we're mining it. We'll get to it. Got plenty of metal, that's for sure. Got that stockpiled. Did you ever make it? I sent you way out there. You did make it. How's your power system doing? You're doing okay. Let's see if there's anything else I wanted you to scan. I don't think I found anything else. I probably should pick up some more probes on the next shuttle from Earth. Though, to be honest, the next one comes and I want it to be people. You're not piped in. How are you not piped in? Oh, you're not going anywhere. Moxie has no oxygen storage facility. Well, we can fix that. We can fix that real quick. Water tower. There's the Moxie. Here's the oxygen tank. Let's rotate you.
Sector scanned.
There you are. And we'll hook up some pipes for you. And as soon as those are built, we'll be looking pretty good. So it's just saying, hey, there's nowhere for me to put this oxygen that I'm producing right now. And once the shuttle arrives, we'll be able to turn that into fuel. That'll be the first time I've actually built a fuel section, fuel production facility. So that's kind of cool. All right. There we go. Pipes are online. You guys are moving supplies over here. How are we doing on polymers? We only got 4 left. It's a good thing we've got a shuttle en route. Speaking of shuttle en route, it's no longer en route. It's here. So we're gonna drop you. I'm gonna just line these guys up. This is rocket parking facility. Bring it on down. We've picked up some of our research. Excellent. Adapted probes. Probes are cheaper and can deep scan. What? No. Nope.
Active research.
Research this. The universe is under no obligation to make sense to you, Neil deGrasse Tyson. I loved his show, Universe. I think it was called Universe. So good. We're doing another season. Metals 10. Polymers are almost set up, which is using up some of our last supply. So go ahead and open the bays. Here comes the drones that we ordered. They've got a ton of work that they need to do. I'm actually going to change the color of you boys so I can tell which one you are. So we're gonna turn you guys into fully red ones. And then we've got the white and reds moving supplies from the concrete production facility. There's about 1,000 things that you guys could be doing. So get to work. We're also gonna unload our drone control factory, which should be under the drone hub. There it is. Because I'm not sure if these guys can actually be controlled by this ship. And we're gonna put you, I'm thinking right. Yeah, we'll put you right up here. Build. Such a goofy looking setup of mine. There. And that should build pretty quickly because it's a prefabbed structure. Speed up time a little bit. Where are you guys going? Oh, you're unloading all the supplies onto our supply racks. That works for me. The other thing that we're gonna want to build is a construct prefab. We're gonna want the
Sector
fuel
scanned.
refinery, which will move you down here because I want you near the spaceships.
Cable fault reported.
We got a cable fault. Hopefully one of our guys... Yep, there's the cable fault. So we just lost any power that was running to anything in this direction is now out. Losing 5.7 power each hour. How are we doing on power supply? Oh, we're doing okay. We're doing all right. So it's still giving it power. It's just bleeding power everywhere. It'll be repaired as soon as one of our drones get over there with the supplies necessary to repair it. You can actually see them running over right now. There he goes. And now he's starting to do the repairs on the base. Nice. Now, I've never set this up. So let's try setting up our pipes. Hook you up to the grid. And you need power as well, which we're gonna hook you up to the power supply from this section. As soon as that's online, we're gonna have fuel. And this will actually refuel the ships. And once they're refueled, I can just send them back. If I click on him, all of his supplies are out. He's at 23 out of 60 fuel. I can actually shrink the service area. Interesting. So I can limit the area in which they work. Kind of cool. All right, what are you up to, scanning robot? I have nothing for you to do right now. Let's send you out. How are we doing on constructing of our first biodome? I'm gonna speed up time a bit. Check the resources. We're still waiting on the... Really? Are we still waiting on this? Oh, well, we got plenty of drones now. Not gonna be waiting on much for long. The army of robots has got this, yo. And one of our little guys are actually running around and bringing this online. So, sweet, the fuel facility is actually active. You can actually see them stacking the resources necessary on the inside. I'm thinking about building another one of these concrete production facilities because it's taking forever. What would that take? Oxygen, moisture evaporators, hydroponics farms. That'd be production, and that would be concrete production. There isn't a whole lot over here, but we could take advantage of it. Got a lot of early building to do. Let's do it.
Sector scanned.
Let's take advantage of it. The sector has been scanned. What do we got? We have, oh, we do have some resources to check out. Go ahead, there's an anomaly right there. We got this, what is this? Underground deposit of rare materials. We are not yet ready to exploit underground materials. When colonists arrive on Mars, we'll be able to operate a rare mineral extractor. The only problem is, it's gonna have to be near, I believe, a biodome to make that work. Yeah, so this will probably end up being like a food production center, maybe a research center, and that one, they'll have to build another one down here, and that one will be our like rare materials mining facility. How much rare materials do we have? 309. The grade is very low. I wonder if there's any other way to mine this. Because we do have metal extractor, rare mineral extractor. From underground deposits, all extractors can contaminate nearby buildings with dust. Let's see, it takes shift workers to build, but if I try to build it, it'll say too far away from a dome. Can we extend a dome's range? Priority on this is gonna be high. Let's speed up construction because you're just about done. We've got underground materials here we can make use of. Might not actually be a bad idea to pop one of these down.
Vehicle battery low. Breakthrough discovered.
There, go ahead and build that. Vehicle battery is low. Which vehicle is that? Oh no, come on back to base. You did your job. RTB. Find an active cable and just go ahead and attach yourself to it for now. Printed electronics discovered. Nice. I really want this. That's what he's picked up. Breakthrough. Printed electronics. Allows drone prefabs to be constructed in drone assembler using metals instead of electronics. What? Yeah, we'll pop that down on the research. That's actually really cool. So, you need power. You need to be hooked up to the grid. Let's go ahead and build your... do we want to even bother setting this up to the rest of the cables, or do we want to just run a cable to it? It's like cables cost. Cables cost 1 metal per hex. A solar power plant costs 1, but 0.5 per metal. All right. Yeah, we'll just run the cable. We'll run the cable. It's worth it. How we doing here? You guys are draining this place out as fast. Like I said, as it takes, it's gonna need maintenance soon, because you can see it's actually getting dirty and messed up, and so is this. All right. How's the dome doing? Almost there. Still missing concrete, surprisingly. They're over here just collecting as much metal as they can get their hands
Sector
on
scanned.
while we wait for the concrete to pop up. Come on, boys. As soon as this is done, we can have more concrete coming in. Sector scanned, no resources. I am getting screwed on resources. Go ahead and scan those next. See what we've got. And how are we doing on fuel? I believe the ship should be getting close to being refueled, right? You're still working? Producing... Daily production predicted is 12. Stored fuel 0. Not enough power. Oh, we're hurting for power now. Not good. Let's slow down time a bit. We'll go ahead and open this up. That'll fix the power problems. For now. Actually recharge this device. We gotta keep an eye on this. Do we want to do more solar? I'm thinking more solar. Like a whole solar field, maybe. Yeah, we'll do a solar field up here. So go ahead and build large solar system here. Build solar power plant here. And here. And then run some power cables behind it and then over. That'll hook everything together. Nice. And for now, this will run everything. So how are we doing on power consumption? Surplus is only 3. Yeah, we need these. We need these cells done. We need to fill this up. So this is less of a problem. We do have plenty of metals. Plenty of metals. Holy crap. Metals for days. It's metals for days. Which is how we're gonna get our solar power plants up and how we're gonna maintain all this stuff. Sun's coming up. Thinking I might actually want to build some more of these on the other side. Because I'd rather keep this for emergency use. Right now we're pulling in 28. If I were to shut you down, how hard is that going to hit our power supply? We look at our whole
Milestone
colony
achieved.
going.
We have
18.
an
Now it's
oxygen
3.
shortage.
Now it's 8.
We have a water shortage. We have
Colony
a
is
power
up. We
shortage.
suddenly have
Sector
shortages of
scanned.
everything. We need to get this online. Pretty easy to do. We already have everything set up. Oxygen, water. Let's just go ahead and run the piping to it. So pipes, not going too far. Boom and boom. That's set up. And we're gonna need to pipe in some, we gotta bring in some juice too. So run you to the base. There we go. How are you doing on supplies? Still looking on that concrete. They're running it over as fast as they can get it. Awesome. So now, this is set up, but it's still not ready for people. We gotta actually start building stuff inside the domes now that we're pumping air into it. So we can pick up, if we go to the Homes, Education, and Research tab, we can get some living quarters. Pop some of those down. That'll hold, what is it, like 12 people, I think? Yeah, when it's done, I think it's 12 people. We're gonna want a place for people to work. Research labs will help us get some more research and technology. And we're probably gonna want some place for people to be able to eat and actually have some farms coming in. So I'm just gonna put all this stuff down so we can get our people working on it. Speaking of farms, where is the, under here, isn't it? Yeah, Hydroponic Farms, there they are. We're gonna need some more power as well. So I probably went a little too ham with the construction here, but that's what we're gonna do. We'll put another farm down, because I think this only produces, based on population, food based on crop. Takes 3 workers to make food. Doesn't say how much food. Consumes 5 power per, maintenance 1.
We have a power shortage.
Power shortage. Bring the reactor online. We're actually burning through our backup power supply.
Research complete.
Now we're gonna need people here. We can actually take off the trust one. You should be empty on all things, and you've got full power, or your full fuels. Let's go ahead and get you out of here. Go ahead and launch back to Earth. Take off in progress. So it'll take it a minute. Just speed up time a bit. And we can use this ship to go get us people once it gets back to Earth. Or we can use one of the other like 5. Since we're playing on a fairly easy map, we get like 5 of these. So I could definitely see this being way harder if you've only got one rocket to use. Passenger rockets. Now we can bring people to Earth. Now I'm not super convinced that we're ready for that yet. I feel like we need to build up a little bit more in the way of power generation. We already got 22 coming in, but we've also got this deployed. If we take it down, yeah, our power drops like a rock. So why don't we get a whole new power system over here. And I hate to build some more of these, but we're gonna build a couple of these guys. We're gonna hook you to the grid. We'll do like 2 of them. I just want a huge stockpile of power just in case. And I'm sure people are gonna come figure out like the min-max way of doing all this stuff, but for now, I'm pretty happy with this. Here's the back section. We're gonna build a couple more of these here. And that should hook all of them up to the grid, and then we'll tie them into the main grid. We'll actually tie them into the main grid through this. All right. Is this, oh, this is the drone control center, and you can actually see them charging up in there. Pretty legit. So let's go ahead, and we don't have any workers to work this mine. So what we're gonna do is, oh, it's still building the cables. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go to our resupply shuttles. We got 3 out of 5. We're gonna go to passenger this time. And here's the cool thing. You can actually filter for sexy as an option. Greatly increases birth rate. That's awesome. You can build out what colonists you want, what kind of perks that they have. You know, are they gamers? Recover sanity when gaming. What? Yes, must be gamers. You can set this all up. What we're gonna do though is we're gonna do this real fast. We're gonna go ahead and go to passengers, and we're just gonna pick a bunch of people. So let's go to review. We'll take some scientists, some medics, some geologists, like a real mix of randos. I wouldn't recommend doing this, but I definitely want to get some people here so you guys can see in this demo kind of what's going on. So, and it even tells you what country they're from. Some Russians. Where are we at? 12 out of 12 approved. Cool. Launch the ship. Ship will be here soon. Traveling to Earth, and one of them is coming here now. We're gonna need some food for these guys. We're gonna need so much to keep these guys going. So now it gets interesting. Let's zoom, get the speed going. Build, can we go ahead and put down another farm? I would feel better if we had another hydroponics farm. Just so that the bases are covered. 12%, so the people are on their way. What else do we want to get? We got a lot of power coming in. We got 32 power. We got an oxygen surplus. What? Not good. Let's slow down stuff. What are we hurting on now? Building not working. We've launched a rocket from Mars. Yeah. What building's not working? Of course it's not working. There's no people in it. And we got a pipe leak. That's a little scary. I think we're gonna get a little redundancy going. Let's build a pipe. And we'll run that pipe. I mean, it might be a good idea to get some redundancy. It's a leak, but it shouldn't be hurting too much. And repair units should be on the way. You can pin stuff too, by the way. If you want to keep something on your bar to keep an eye on it, you can do that, pin it. And then when you're like, oh yeah, how did that thing go? You can double click it and it'll take you to it. So I was actually doing this on stream. We don't have any people yet. When we get some people, we'll do it with this guy. So say this is the rename. This is the wasted space drone, right? If I want to keep an eye on what the wasted space drone is up to, I can pin him. And he should come up on here somewhere. And then I can go like, where is the drone? Where is he at? That's the pipe leak. We don't actually need that pinned anymore. There he is, the wasted space drone. What is he doing right now? Well, he's dicking around. No, he's doing nothing. He's actually idle. What are you doing? There's about 1,000 things you could be doing, and you're not doing anything. None of you guys are doing anything over here. I need you guys put you guys to work. Or move you. There's a lot of work to be had over here. Why don't I move you? Pack it up. Wasted space is actually part of the, looks like this group, maybe? No, he is not. He is part of a separate group. I don't know what group he's part of. When I click this, it only shows those drones. When I click this, it shows these drones. Is he part of this drone? Oh, he's part of the drone hub right here. Yep. So we've got too many drones in the area. We're gonna send him, this group, back over here. They can help build that. Where is our peoples? They're still a ways out. Let's speed up time, get them over here. Check our research, see how that's going. We're still working on things. Autonomous sensors, physics. Sensor tower is no longer required to power or maintain. Yeah, that sounds great. There's the rovers, move 25% faster. Let's go ahead and take that. Sweet. Fuel compression gives us more cargo space in our ships. Oxygen production increased by 50%. Yes, please. There's all kinds of technology that you want to get your hands on. As soon as we get people, we can build some research stations and they can actually research in here. Power shortage. The dome is without power. Pipe leak. The pipe is still leaking too. Why is this still leaking? Should only take a little bit of resources to fix it. Hey, fix this. Get over here and fix this. This is like, it's really important. Go get you some metal. Go get yourself some metal and repair this damn leak. Or is it already fixed? It's already fixed. All right, somebody else managed to get to it and fix it. All right, so that's good. We're all set up here. You're gonna have those outages randomly, it seems. It's not really a big deal. You guys are just kind of chilling here, aren't you? Yeah, you are. Do we want to pull in more water? How goes the water pump? Oxygen stored 100%. Or get some more like oxygen storage systems going on. Might not be a bad idea. Build some more pipes. And then figuring out like how you want to run all your pipes and what you're going to focus on. Like, did we find rare minerals yet? We did. We just found them way down here. Rare materials, rare minerals all the way down here. But we'd have to build another dome to do it. Not saying we couldn't do it though. Like if we wanted to build one, we'd plop it down here, basic dome. Too far away from a drone commander. That's very fixable. Like that's actually all we have to do is grab our drone command rover and say, get over here.
Scanned. Anomaly found.
Get over here. And at the same time, we can grab you and say, hey, what does it take to build one of those structures? It takes 80 concrete to do it. Okay, you, come with me. Come over here and pick up a crap ton of concrete. Fill up your entire transport back in with it. All right, you got 24 concrete. That's fine. Now come over here. Let's build a storage facility. Let's get a universal depot to get this stuff built. And come over here, unload all your supplies. There they go. Those guys are gonna just start unloading real quick, and then we'll just send them to do it again. Automatically create a transport route. Select resources will be collected near the origin spots. Let's try it. Oh, that's load all resources. Come with me. I want you to go here. I've never done this. Create transport route to this. I want you to pick up concrete. And I want you to come back over here. Universal Depot. No, we already got Universal Depot. Let's see what he does. He's run over there. He's grabbed the supplies. Oh, no, no, no. What are you doing? You're like dropping them in a really weird space. That's very strange. No, no, no. What I want you to do is I want you to grab these resources. That's just metals. That's not a bad... Actually, scratch that. Scratch that. Come over here. Go get some metals. We only need like 20 of them. We can watch how many he's collected so far. He's got 10, 15, 20, all right, 23. It's a little more than you need, but we'll use them for something else. Come on over here. Drop those resources off. They'll get to work. Starts building this up. What are you sitting at? 24 out of 80? We moved a bunch over there. Did our ship with all of our people, Courage, is ready to go. Passengers will die aboard the rocket if it doesn't land in 97 hours. Yeah, we're gonna have you land right now. So come on down. And is this our carry supplies or passengers from Earth can travel back from Earth? So you're all refueled and you're back. You're refueled too, right?
Full of hope and determination. The first founders have set foot on the Red Planet.
Whoa. Our first founders.
Achieved.
Let's slow down time and watch them bound out of the ship. And I do mean bound. Look at these guys. Here they come. So we've been playing for almost an hour now, and I just got people on the deck. I'm sure you guys will be able to do this a lot faster, but now you've got to keep these poor sods alive. And if you want to have a little fun with them, you can click them individually and find out like what they're thinking about, what they want. You can also rename them. So, you know, if I want to make a morph, I could totally do that. And I can pin him on my bar if I want to keep up with him too. You can rename everything in this. It's pretty fantastic. So they're finding their little homes. They're all fully rendered out like houses. They go about their lives inside. They'll go upstairs. We can totally be creepers and look through their windows. They're able to start making food in here, and they're going to start, you know, stockpiling all the things that they need. We have a huge power shortage right now, apparently. We should probably turn this on. Oh, we have a huge power shortage, but we've also got 600 power stored and it's nighttime. So, never mind. Non-issue. We have a power shortage, but it's how the grid is set up. So, you guys are all good to go. We can start building... How do we want to do this? We could start building structures inside to do more research to get more points. Or, let's go ahead and send this out of here. Yeah, just go. Just go home. Oh, no. Abort launch sequence. Didn't realize you still had resources on board. What do you have? You have polymers still on board. Really? Oh, we're full up on polymers. Oh, that's no good. We definitely want to keep those. I mean, I spend money to get those here on the deck, so let's get those unloaded. Transport ship. Vehicle. Go ahead and come back over here. Pick up a bunch of concrete. I'll move that over to our new base of operations. We'll get people working at the mines. Status on. No, status off. We only need one work shift. And that'll bring in some extra minerals for us as well, because now we've got this. Oh, this isn't powered. We still have to hook this to the grid. I didn't bother because there wasn't anybody here working, but now we do have a working staff, so. There we go. Get that built. We can speed up time a bit. See what these people need. And we can start making them happy too. We can start building things like, if we go into here, we'll be able to build things like schools, research lab, playgrounds, nurseries. Like we can pop a nursery down. So maybe they'll start having babies. And we can start building
Sector scan.
open air
Select a
gym,
sector to scan.
infirmary, space bar. Why don't we get a place for people to eat and a diner installed? Might not be a bad idea. And once they're happy, we can start bringing in more people. Do we unload this yet? We got one polymer left on board. It is no longer on board, so go ahead, launch, get back into space. We'll call in some more people. We can, select the area to scan. Start doing that, but turn on all the things. No, wait a minute. We're already scanning that. All right, there we go. So we're gonna end this here. This is about 50 minutes in. I'm really enjoying it. I mean, you can see how early I am in it, and I got my very first, bubble dome up. We got our first people staying here. If you want to see more of this, or if you want to see this as a series and see how this grows out, maybe we'll even play on a harder map. Let me know in the comments below. It could even be fun to bring some patrons in here, so I could actually put you guys in as like one of the ships are named after you, or some of the colonists are named after you, and play it on hard mode. So we've actually got like random events going off and causing all kinds of trouble for us. Could be really funny. What in the world does this symbol mean? That's a new one. Anyways, if you enjoyed the video, hit the thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel. I'm digging this game, and I'm gonna play a bunch more of it. Probably gonna be over on Twitch a bit later tonight, experimenting with it. So later, everybody.